Hi Rajesh, I'm undertaking the construction of a manufacturing plant for specialty chemicals. How do I ensure safety to people, environment, and assets so that my business is profitable and sustainable? Hi Ravi, first of all, congratulations on your endeavor. We're fortunate to have an entrepreneur focused on safety and sustainability. To manage overall safety, we need to identify the risks and prevent or mitigate them effectively. Thank you, Rajesh. I've taken all requisite statutory approvals for the project and the layout. I've instructed my personnel to ensure my plant is designed as per codes and best engineering practices. Is this sufficient? How do I know where do I stand in terms of achieving overall safety? It is great to know all necessary approvals have been taken. Process safety is managed right from conceptual stage to operational stage and can be said to cover the entire project lifecycle. Since our plant is already under design stage, we need to undertake a hazard evaluation for the process system. What is a hazard evaluation? Hazard evaluation is the process of identifying hazards, determine cases that could give rise to undesirable events, and evaluate the consequences on people, property, and environment. The most widely used hazard evaluation process is HAZOP study. For a start, you can consider this as a design and operability audit of your plant. What is a HAZOP study and how is it undertaken? HAZOP stands for Hazard and Operability Study. It is a qualitative and systematic study for identification of hazard and operability issues when there is deviation arising in the system from intended operation. The study progresses by identifying the possible causes, consequences, and evaluating the adequacy of the existing safeguards for a cause-consequence relationship. The study is undertaken in the form of a workshop carried out by a team leader in the presence of a multidisciplinary team of experts from diverse backgrounds. The USP of a HAZOP is based on the premise that collective effort can bring forth more issues than when analyzed in isolation. What are the prerequisites to carry out a HAZOP workshop? For undertaking a HAZOP study, P&ID, piping and instrumentation diagrams are essential. The P&IDs must be sufficiently evolved in terms of detailed design. I hope your P&IDs are detailed and ready for workshop. I will make arrangements for P&IDs. Can you give me a glimpse of a HAZOP study? Sure, why not? Let's take an example of a system which is part and parcel of our lives and subject it to a HAZOP. In our homes, can you give me an example of hazards present? What is a hazard? A hazard is any physical or chemical condition that has potential to cause damage to property, environment, and people. Electricity, gas, slippery floors, etc. Excellent. Let us consider a basic LPG gas supply and burner system used for cooking in our homes. Let us check P&ID of this system. Let us assume a scenario of household wherein a young kid is asked to shut off the burner. The inexperienced operator turns the knob to close position, but unknowingly errs in cross-verifying in its full closure. Due to other pressing activities, the young operator leaves the hazard area, oblivious to the danger building up, and ignition at this point will lead to an undesirable consequence. Let us carry out this assessment in a structured way. A HAZOP worksheet consists of guide word, deviation, cause, consequence, safeguard, and recommendation. What is a deviation? A deviation is an abnormal situation or departure from normal operation. In this case, it is an improperly closed burner valve or a knob. The cause, shown in worksheet here, is the reason for the deviation to occur. In this case, it is the young operator's error. The consequence is the unintended outcome, such as fire or explosion affecting personnel in the vicinity. In the above example, we need to analyze whether we can prevent/mitigate the scenario. LPG is usually dosed with mercaptan for identification in case of leaks. In the above example, the other member of the house, an experienced operator, Dad, senses this leak and rushes to close the valve and the regulator. In case there is a shortcoming in the safeguard provided, a recommendation may be provided to bridge this gap. A recommendation is provided to ensure suitable training of young operator for full closure burner knob and also the regulator of source of LPG. Wow, that is a wonderful example, Rajesh. I'd like to learn this process further for my complex plant. Very well, Ravi. You can undergo a training program in basics of HAZOP through an agency such as ours, where members are well versed in conducting HAZOP study. Thank you for the wonderful insights.